What's up, YouTube? Southern Comic Geek coming to you with an unboxing video. Now, before we get into showing all these goodies, be sure to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so when videos like this drop ever so randomly, you are one of the first people to know and can make the conscious decision as to whether or not to watch it now or later. As long as you watch it, we appreciate you. Also, we're creeping towards that 1,000 mark at the time of this taping. We're 940 subscribers, so 60 away from hitting that 1,000 sub mark. So go ahead and enter the 1,000 subscriber giveaway contest. And if you haven't already, for your convenience, the link is down below. Now, if you've been watching my other videos, you know that I've been trying to get the Build-A-Figures for the Bane Build-A-Figure, which is for the Mcfarlane toys, the Last Night on Earth. I had a chance when they first came out. I was in Atlanta and they had them all there, but I had dropped some serious jack on some comics, so I really didn't want to come back and spend it on those toys. And so everywhere else, you're buying one here, buying one there. Finally got the last one, which was the Wonder Woman toy. Today. Now, with these Mcfarlane toys, they always come with a little base that has a little DC in there and has a little card. And I try to be as least obtrusive as possible because right now I actually keep these boxes like this. And so that includes the plastic that they come out of. And so, yeah, you have the 4 parts of the Bane Build-A-Figure set. And the Scarecrow actually goes on the back of the Bane, similar to the way it did on the Capullo cover for Last Night on Earth 2, I believe. So let's check this out. This is the Wonder Woman figure. I've already got her unboxed because this is like the third take at this. I had tried different camera angles that didn't really work. Really wasn't a fan of this version of Wonder Woman. Don't kill me, Magic Lasso. But anyway, wasn't a big fan of this particular Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman Mohawk. But it was nevertheless the Bane arms, and so I had to go with it. This is her sword right here. I'm going to be killing much with that, right? And she's got a little sheath there on her side that can slide into. Got a little fake knife that doesn't do anything on there. Traditional Wonder Woman attire, obviously the mohawk, tattered cape. And if you read the Last Night on Earth, you know that she's one of the last remaining superheroes at that point. So typical with toys in general and the Mcfarlane toys, you know, they kind of got to get a little loosened up and play around with them. And there's different tips and stuff. People far more advanced than I am on the toy game that can tell you how to make your toys do that. I am just an amateur when it comes to those kind of things. So let's so there is one arm, or one gun, because Bane has some big guns. And then those are the little venom ports that go into his side there. I think that's his. Okay, it doesn't go up or down. I guess he's too ripped for that. It does move from side to side, so you have some articulation there. And of course, his arm as a whole goes up and down when it plugs into his base. So that is the Wonder Woman figure. Of course, they have a whole bunch of different points of articulation there. Make them where you can pose them in any number of stances. So let's check out Omega. So I don't think I'm giving away any big secrets because this series came out last year, I believe, or maybe a year before now. But Omega is actually Batman. So the Batman that was in the Crazy House is actually his clone, and which the clone ends up taking down Omega. So like with the other ones, there's the Omega card right here, the base stand, and so pretty cool, some Greg Capullo art. And so with Omega, he comes with the boots Omega also has these extra hands, these little fists right here. So he's got other fists that you can change out, because this so Omega has a very small cape right here, and so basically he reminds me of that knight, one of the evil knights from the dark multiverse, maybe Martian, but that's kind of how his suit reminds me of. So you can kind of bend over a little bit, twist from side to side, more like it. And he's got, looks like he's holding a gun, but he doesn't come with a gun of any kind. Why would Batman come with a gun, right? And then his grabbing hand, the ankles, the names, all that kind of stuff. So pretty dope. I wasn't a big fan of the Omega. The ones I wanted were the Scarecrow, because it's pretty dope. And then the Bruce Wayne I was kind of a fan of, but I was more a fan of the Joker head that he carries. If you read The Last Night on Earth, you know what I'm talking about. So these are Bane's legs. I hate to, he's not going to run at the last minute and go to various shoe stores like apartment and get any of these shoes, not with those big clod hoppers right there. So why don't we do the Scarecrow figure, because the Scarecrow has the base, and so I can start piecing some of that together. I don't do too terribly many of these toy things, because I try to restrain myself when it comes to toys, just because of space constraints. Now with the Scarecrow, it actually comes with a bigger base, crystal base, that wraps around him. So if you were wanting to just put him up without the Bane, you could do so, and he would just kind of float, kind of almost like a ghost. And you'll see what I'm talking about when I put his figure up, because yeah, it's definitely a very sick, as in a cool looking design for the Scarecrow. So check that out. He's got that red mask on. It's basically a skull on the inside of that. He's got a hangman's noose right there. And then his arms, which, even though they're oblongated, I think that's a word. Seeing, I think there's a little bit of, yeah, their articulation out there. And then at the wrist, and then with each of the fingers. So Freddy Krueger has nothing on these guys. And of course, those are little syringes. So you can put his little fear toxin in there. And on the back is like a little oxygen tank, I'm guessing, that goes into that. There's nothing going in there. And then he doesn't have any legs. As you can see, he's a skeleton. There's his little tailbone right there. Leg bone's connected to the nothing. What happened to my legs? And so, as that picture shows, once I get through with building the figure, I'll actually put him on the back, because that is pretty dope. Pretty dope. Yeah. So that is the Scarecrow figure. Now for the Scarecrow figure, as I mentioned, that he is the one with the base. He's got the wife beater shirt on, the couple belt pouches, and that. So let's see if we can make a little headway in putting Bane together. I think this is this arm. I think this is this arm. Yeah. Okay. Pop his little arm and socket there. Move it around a little bit. Let's see. What foot is that? This is this foot right here. Well, this is interesting because they look like they go straight in there, but I'm not sure how it's going to make that connection to pop, similar to the way the arms did. I wouldn't reckon that they would actually just. All right, you got to work with those legs to get them on there. Hopefully they're on there once that's done. Yeah. Working out. Gotta kind of twist them over. And really, they don't feel like they're on there that good, even though I twisted them the way I did. Let's see, make sure I got them on the right foot here. Yep. Not that Bane's known for his dexterity, but that is him. And the head and the hands are in the, so looking pretty dope right now. This is where Scarecrow actually hooks onto him. Trying to see, must be something maybe in that one that he actually hooks onto him, because I don't see anything in here that pops into that little hole right there. So pretty dope. And it stands up by itself. And then the last figure, the last night on Earth, Bruce Wayne with his crazy suit on. And the floating Joker head, which was a pretty dope idea. And so Bruce Wayne breaks out of the crazy house. He has this on, and these are straps that would have been strapped around him, but they also became his cape of sorts. And I'd love to smell that. But twisting that around. Little movement there. Of course, the W for Wayne. You got the articulation at the wrist, rather. So he's got a little little button stick to and then here's the little Joker lantern. Yeah, I seen where somebody switched out his head and the Joker's head. That was pretty funny. But so, yeah, he can hold that and then also beat people off with this little bully stick. And see, he'll be right-handed, right? Yeah, so see, you can hold the deal and beat folks down with that. And even go up against Omega at the end and have Wonder Woman help him maybe. So we've got the fist and the head of Bane. Bird, what do you mean, Mr. Wayne? What do you mean, Mr. Wayne? Got a royal mess over here, I know that much. The fists are a lot easier to go in than the legs are, for sure. Well, it might not be that way for the head, though. There we go. Yeah, so I was going to say he didn't really have a neck, but his neck's kind of gone over there. So this is the Bane Build-A-Figure. So we can articulate those a little bit. And we get Scarecrow on the back. Let's see how they did. There we go. I still don't see what this is supposed to be popping into his back like that, though. We're going to find it later. If you know what it is, leave me a comment down below. But, yeah, recreating that. Yeah, don't fall off. If you fall off, you ain't. Get back up there. So, yeah, and that's how I'm going to kind of pose them up, kind of like the, again, the last night on Earth cover right there. And do it like that. So pretty dope. Again, got all the figures basically for this guy right here. Yeah, like the Scarecrow and like the Bruce Wayne. Didn't care for the other two figures, but probably some of them I bought at Target, some I bought at Walmart, which are I think the same price. A little bit more expensive at GameStop, but as of right now, probably the least expensive way to get it was to get him was to get all of them, as opposed to getting two of them and then paying for the extra figures. So what do you think about this Bane or even any of the other figures in this line or any of the other Mcfarlane toys? I'm going to be doing some other ones. I've got the Batmobile one that has the three that I'm going to be piecing those together. And since there were only three, I'm probably going to unbox that red hood that I bought a while back, which is pretty dope. But tell me what you think about McFarlane toys. Are you collecting McFarlane toys? For the Hot Toys folks, McFarlane toys might be a little step down. I don't know, but because I'm not what I would consider a toy collector, I'm more of a comic collector that has some toys, if that makes sense. So be sure, if you haven't already, to hit that like button and to hit the subscribe button, bell notification if you haven't already. And until next time, keep reading, keep collecting. Adios.